Ah, New Year's. That time of year when you realize you may have put on 20 pounds of sugary Christmas goodness. That food coma. So while you're pondering the ways to burn off that chunky blubber into the abs of your dreams. Heck, maybe you want to look like freaking All Might. Maybe it's that time when you want to set other New Year's resolutions, like picking up a new hobby, or buckling down, committing to a goal you've wanted to achieve for a long time. It's no secret that the great majority of people leave their New Year's resolutions by the wayside. In fact, studies show that only 8% of people stick to their New Year's resolutions. But have no fear, your boy here's got some tips on how to make it into that top 8% who see their New Year's goals come to fruition. And make this year the most rad year of your life, or at least make it a step better than 2020 was. And while I have read dozens of self-help books on goal setting, because I love diving into anything personal development, I'm mostly sharing this advice, these specific things, because these are principles that have personally helped me most. These are the things that have made the biggest difference when I have set New Year's resolutions or goals at any time of the year. First, setting the right goal. What is your goal? And why does it matter to you? If you aren't sure what goal to set, ask yourself, what does matter to you? What genuinely excites you? If you had all the money in the world, what things would you want to learn still? What would be most valuable for you to pursue if you had all the time available? These kind of questions can give a lot of clarity because you don't want to climb up a ladder to find out it was leaned against the wrong wall. To illustrate an example of sticking to a diet, for me, losing weight for the sake of losing weight does not excite me. Setting a goal to drop 10 pounds does not motivate me to take action. But if I'm getting in shape as a means to an end, like if my goal is related to something bigger, like my breakdancing power moves or handstands, so that I can feel lighter on my hands and feet, feel stronger, then that creates a much stronger motivation because there's a reason, there is a why to lose weight, not just to look a little better. And on that topic, I'm over halfway through a 100-day challenge I've been doing to practice my one-handed handstand. So I've been alternating hands each day and uploading or recording daily to Instagram. In doing this, making my training into a visible challenge format has been extremely helpful for me for several reasons. And I'm going to say, these principles are not exclusive to fitness or handstands or anything. I've used these same principles in things like my art or my YouTube channel here. 1. There's accountability, that I either do the practice and upload a video or I do not. There's no gray space in between. There's no failure as long as I've committed to the practice for the day and uploaded my video. 2. Everyone's personally different here, but for me, as I tend to be a little bit show-offy, I get really competitive, and just knowing that I have to show off my handstand video for the day, it pushes me to try way harder than I would if I was just by myself. And number 3, this is a point that I rarely hear people talk about when it comes to self-motivation, which is learning. During my challenge, I found myself looking up more videos on proper handstand form, technique to learn correctly. I've even found a handstand podcast from these two acrobatic circus guys, just for the sake of gaining more knowledge and getting my head in the space to practice. And for me, as I learn more about what it is I want to accomplish and learn from the people who have done what it is that I want, that is probably one of the most powerful, regenerating sources of motivation for me to lean back on. You may have heard of the Jim Rohn quote that goes, "You are the average of the 5 people you spend most time with." Well, I would argue that that is potentially the greatest of all life hacks to success at anything. So that's why I love taking advantage of social platforms like Instagram, where I can interact with people that I want to learn from. And by the way, yes, my son Oakley loves crawling around me during my handstand recordings. I can't stop him from doing his own thing, but he is freaking adorable. And yeah, I know I'm just kind of rambling on at this point, but hopefully there's been something in this video that you can take from my insights to achieve your New Year's resolutions this year and make 2021 your best year. And also, I'm always posting semi-motivational ideas and thoughts on this channel, so you might consider subscribing for more stuff like this. So yeah, stay tuned guys, and stay motivated.